Well, thank you, Senator, and I will be brief. That lays out the challenge in front of us, and I think it lays out the plan in front of us as well. From the very beginning, the Plan ABC concept laid out by the governor and Health and Human Services in North Carolina was a failed plan. When I sat before the State Board of Education and asked a very simple question the day it was being rolled out, this was the question. It was, what is the plan? What is the goal? What are you trying to achieve? And how are we going to know when we've actually achieved it? And after about 15 seconds of silence on the Zoom call, DHHS said, well, we're going to follow science and data. I didn't vote for that plan then. I said, this is a failed plan. It won't work. Our children need to be in the classroom. They must be in the classroom. Scientists from around the world and child experts from around the world, including many here in the United States, have said that our kids need to be in the classroom. So there has been no goal, there has been no plan. This has been pushed off to the local authorities with no option but to do what they're doing. It's time to open the classrooms back up. It's time to allow parents to decide whether their kids should be in the classroom. Give them an option, as the Senator said. That's point one. Point two is that our school system across North Carolina, our public school system, is not set up for virtual learning. It is just not set up for virtual learning. We just got to the place a year ago where we were set up for digital learning in the classroom, where every single classroom was connected to high-speed broadband so that our teachers could teach effectively, and they'd have the tools available to teach effectively in the classroom, and they'd have broadband, and they'd have computers in the hands of the students, and then they'd have content and curriculum to be able to teach in the classroom. But that's in the classroom. To be able to do that from home is just not possible for thousands of families across North Carolina. There are thousands of families that do not have appropriate broadband access in their homes. There are thousands and thousands of students that are being left behind, and come January 1 of next year, you're going to have students that have missed nearly an entire year of school. Nearly an entire year. If you're a third grade student in North Carolina, all the studies show that that third grade reading assessment, your ability to read by the end of the third grade, is absolutely critical to your future in education. Are you going to make it, or are you not going to make it? Those students, if they can't read by the end of the third grade, they're going to be playing catch up for the rest of their lives, and some of them won't catch up. And so we have the ability to open our schools, and there are kids all over this country, right here in the state of North Carolina, that are going to school, going to the classroom every single day. There is no solid science or data anywhere that suggests that our kids should not be in the classroom right now. Again, the health experts suggest it. So it brings me to my third point, health and safety of our kids. We talk about the COVID pandemic as a health crisis, but we don't talk about the other health crisis that's going on all over America. The media should be asking the governor, what about the other health crisis that's happening in North Carolina? What about the anxiety and depression of these students that the parents, thousands of parents, have called us and said their kid is spiraling into depression by being stuck inside? How come nobody is asking the governor, Mandy Cohen, about those kids, or about the addiction? We see addictions going up all across our state, whether it's alcohol or drugs, screen time addiction, pornography addiction. These things are happening in real time. What about domestic abuse and child abuse in the home? Those claims have actually gone down 50% since coronavirus started. Why? Because the people that pay closest attention to these students that are in front of them every day are their teachers and their school administrators and their school nurses who understand their stories and can ask the right questions and get them the help that they need. In many cases in North Carolina right now, we have locked children as victims into homes with abusers, and there's no way out for them. So there are many reasons to move forward with opening the schools. It needs to happen now, not January 1, not after Election Day. It needs to happen now so that we can help our kids. Thank you.